Hey,
What's up, good peoples?
what's going on? You're not in this picture right
I'm not in the
here.
picture. Let me move it over some.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Yes, welcome, y'all.
Y'all, this is going to be a good conversation. I want to let you know right now. I am Iana Ma'at. I am the wife of this beautiful, amazing, debonair man right here. What's your name? What's your name, man?
My name B Ayize. Ayize, my hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, so welcome, 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 guys. Look, we just decided last minute to do this because so many people have reached out to me, reached out to my husband, and have said, look, we want to know, like, we want to hear from Ayize, what's up with this issue or that issue. They're often just questions, concerns, complaints that men have. And my husband, 99% of the time, he's like, I know where he's coming from with that. I'm like, what you mean? What
I
you
mean, that's
mean?
real. Yeah, that's real.
What you mean you know? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a certain kind of insight that a man has about how men do, how men think, and I think it's oftentimes helpful for us as women to be able to hear and to be able to have an open mind when we are listening. So tonight, whether you are joining us via YouTube, what's going on
What's
YouTube?
up, YouTube?
Whether you are joining us on blackloveandmarriage.com on that page or in the art of overcoming, what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
sisters.
Sisters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wherever you're joining us, welcome tonight. Feel free to drop your questions because we're just gonna get it on and popping. We're talking tonight about the most what common
Yeah,
complaints
the most common complaints
that
that
men
men
have
have about their women when they're in a
about women.
relationship with them and why they be having those
And I
complaints.
and I literally know not what he's going to say. So I'm with y'all.
You're about to find out.
I'm like this.
Because I got some of these complaints about you.
I'm sure you do.
As y'all are coming in, please let us know where y'all are tuning in from. Drop a line. Let us know where y'all are tuning in from.
Mm-hmm.
Again, my name is Ayize Ma'at. This is my lovely
Right.
wife, Iana Ma'at.
And I'll be right back. I'm coming right back.
What I do want to say is this, y'all. Even though we are therapists, this ain't therapy. But I do highly encourage you to, check us out on tryperspective.com. Go to tryperspective.com. We're launching a new therapy platform. Go to tryperspective.com. And if you happen to be on Facebook, go to Therapy for Black Folks, the group, and request to be a part of that because we doing it's on and popping in there. Got some good dialogue, some good engagement, and so again, please check us out in those various spaces. Tonight's or this afternoon, this evening session is going to be a really good one. Just simply because again, I'm gonna be sharing some things, y'all, about just what men think, and common complaints that we as men have. As it pertains to how y'all engage us. And before I even share that, I do want to say I
So I'm
included
trying
a
to get
link.
straight.
Yeah, I mean, this is a one complaint that I have right here. How you going to show up
Ouch.
to the party and be tardy at that and then not be ready when you get on? That is one complaint that I want to
I'm
share.
here. I was here at the beginning.
Yeah, but I don't know if y'all seen us do
Whew.
these before. A lot
I,
of times I be complaining I might be irritated about the fact that my wife is running late.
are
That's
you on a
one common
point yet? Are
complaint.
you
Yeah,
on the
that's my
points?
that's my that's my point. That's my point.
Okay. All right.
And another point, y'all, is I be telling my wife routinely when we do these things, cut your phone down. Do any of
I am
y'all got
about to.
any element of irritation at nighttime? Like I'm
Oh.
trying to get a good night's sleep in. And
Okay.
I'm really getting nestled in the bed and getting
Is
comfortable.
this your point?
This is another point that I
No, it's
have.
not. No,
That
it's
I
not.
have. It is. And I'm startled by my wife's ringtone, not even a ringtone, but just the notifications, y'all. That is irritating. Does anybody else, can anybody resonate with that? Please let me know. I ain't
Whatever.
seen no comments. Drop some hearts or something like that. And please let me know where y'all are tuning in from. I need to make sure that we in the right place sharing these points right here. Don't roll
Whatever.
your eyes, baby.
Whatever.
All right. So let me go. Can I get some feedback? Can I get some hearts or something?
Nobody's feeling. They're like, get to the
Can I
points.
get some
Get to
hearts?
the
I want
actual.
some hearts just so I can know y'all are here.
Get to the actual
I want to know
points.
that y'all are here. And I don't know if like we got this set up the correct way because normally, okay, thank you. I see on YouTube they responding over here. I appreciate that, Marcel. Thanks a lot for that. All right. And so, when it comes to with men, and it might be because we did it as an event. You think that's the case?
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
I'm like missing my hearts. Like I want to see my hearts.
This is a live. They can do hard to they
Okay.
want to. They
All
don't
right.
want
Ain't
to.
nobody feeling the hearts. All right. So number one, all of the sisters are probably looking with some element of irritation. Like, what is he gonna say about me? Now, before I share these points, I do want to qualify really quickly, and I want to make this clear. I'm doing a training tomorrow on 5 keys to connecting with your man. Drop the link on Facebook. Thank you, Star, for dropping the hearts on YouTube. I dropped a link on Facebook, on our page, as well as in the Art of Overcoming. And so, again, you can go to bit.ly/Love on Him. I need to put it on YouTube. I haven't done that.
But it's already there.
And so I'm lifting this up. I want to qualify before I give y'all what the common complaints are and say this, ladies, 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 ladies. It is in no way your responsibility to raise a man. It's in no way your responsibility. If you're in a relationship with a man, my assumption, hopefully, you're in a relationship with a grown man. And so being a grown man, there comes certain responsibilities and certain expectations that he must meet independent of you. And so, again, it's not your responsibility. I'm not saying that you need to carry the entire weight. I'm not saying that you need to cater to all of his needs. So this right here ain't about that. Again, I'm just sharing with you common complaints that men have expressed. It's not to say that you need to run and go fix them, run and go solve them, run and go address them. Again, these are just common complaints that men have expressed, whether it be in one-on-one sessions with myself or whether it be in couple sessions with, my wife and I. These are just common complaints. Again, do what you do, take them, apply them, make adjustments, but please show up tomorrow night to this free training that I got. 5 keys to connecting with your man, and I'm gonna give you some specific things that you can do to actually increase that connection in your relationship. All right, the first thing, y'all. The first thing that I want to share, and I'm gonna go with the obvious. Who can drop a note and say what they think the obvious is as it pertains to a common complaint that men have in relationships?
Is it about? Oh, you don't want me to say?
I ain't asking for you to answer. Can somebody drop a comment? What's a common complaint that y'all think that men have in relationships? Thank you. Over here, they responded on YouTube. There's something going on with Facebook. Sex. Sex is the kind. Yes, absolutely. So when it comes to being in a relationship,
I see somebody say nagging. Respect.
So why can't we see it, though?
I see it right over here. You just can't see it. It's because of the way this is.
Okay.
Tanya said communication. Tamara said respect. Adrian said nagging. Okay, we see it. Sex is coming through.
Yeah. So what I would say,
complaining.
Yes, I mean y'all already know. So like one of the most common complaints as it pertains to sex specifically is that women do not initiate. Women do not initiate. Again, women do not initiate.
You want to make sure we heard it?
Yes, I really want to emphasize that point because when we're in a relationship, yes, men may have high testosterone and certain expectations, again, just based off of being in a patriarchal society, that we are the pursuers. We are the ones that are coming after you. You're the dainty. You're the one that's quiet. You're the one that's more reserved. You're the one that falls back. You're the one that receives and we give. And so I get that. But at the same time, there's a certain expectation that men have when it comes to being in a relationship that, I need my queen to show up a certain way. And dudes will stamp this. I want you to pursue me. Maybe not as much as I pursue you, but please, can you chase after me? I want to feel wanted. One of the things that I lift up in the training is that, every man wants to be wanted. Every man wants to be wanted. Like that Marvin Gaye song, I want you to want me just like I want you. You ain't going to chase me the same way, but can you at least look at me? Can you at least start to run? Can you at least say it one more time, my brother? I want you to want me just like I want you.
So I would say that the thinking is that, y'all good, like this is what y'all do, and we here. And
I'm really appreciating the pushback too. I just for the sisters.
I just want to know why is that so important for you all that we initiate. I can understand it, but is it what? Tell me first, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it?
So in terms of initiating, it's a 10. I wouldn't say it's a 10 in terms.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. Yes, I wouldn't say it's a 10 in terms of frequency. That you initiate very often. Like we don't need that. We don't, because we're gonna do what we do. And again, just based off of living in this society, the expectation is that we do it and that we want it more. And so again, we're gonna pursue you more. But can you at least do it like maybe 2 or 3 of those 10 times? And don't make it an issue if I ask you to. And then sometimes we even got issues about the fact that we asking you to. I know women, some sisters, they roll their eyes like, he want me to pursue him. He want me to initiate. You could put that thing on the calendar or whatever you do to try to schedule it. And then women still got an attitude even with that. That's a problem, y'all. That is a problem. We as men, a common complaint is that y'all aren't initiating. Y'all are not initiating. And I know y'all got y'all whole plethora of reasons why, and all of them are probably legitimate, but his needs are legitimate too. Meet him.
Woo!
Yes,
You
immediately.
just dropped it.
Yeah.
I said facts. Facts.
I mean, that's the truth.
Okay, I see you, Charles. Said we want to feel desired just like you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, drop some comments. Facebook, YouTube, drop comments and let us know where y'all are at with this. All right, another common complaint that men have is that women have a tendency to be critical. Critical. For the fellas that are on here right now, do you happen to find yourself in a relationship with a woman that's always got an issue with something? It's always got a problem. Anybody in that type, I mean, the woman, the queen, the mommy of the household, she always got an issue with something.
Well, we already know if you use the word always or never, it's a lie.
Yeah, but that's the way it feels like. Always. Can you just fall back for a second? And so again, the reason why this is so significant and the reason why this is a common complaint is because in you being critical, it has an impact on us just being us. Will you allow me to just be? Will you allow me to just be? And again, it's really important that in order to develop and build a relationship, that you got to make room for each other. And so if women are constantly finding themselves nitpicking, and then what we often say is nagging, always having an issue with something, again, that becomes problematic because the man don't feel comfortable and nickel your damn, I'm doing it again.
I thought I turned it down.
I don't know what you did. But the man don't feel comfortable. You want your man to feel comfortable. So it might be a computer. So again, it's really important that you fall back on being critical. It's not to say that you can't have your issues. You can't have your complaints, your judgments, your criticisms. But what it is to say is that you ain't got to express all of them. Just because you think it don't mean you got to speak it. I say that to my daughter all the time.
Sharon said crickets. Everybody quiet.
Yeah. Nah, y'all need to listen. Y'all need to listen to pay attention.
Well, go ahead.
What you want to say?
I just want to say this. I do think though that there are times when you guys are receiving things as criticism. I first of all, I know that that's been something I've had to work on in our relationship, and I've had to just work on that in general. So I know that that's a true thing. That's a true statement. But I do think there are times when you all are sensitive to things. Like I never could understand why just by me asking questions, you know what I'm saying, you get quiet, take forever to answer, and you would just be irritated by the asking of the questions. I could ask anybody else a question, and they just answer it. But I ask you a question, and you looking real slow. You know what I'm saying? Out the side of your eye, you're looking back down, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm just answering a question. And I know that it's how you do it. I know it's how you put things forward. But sometimes I feel like you've been a little bit too sensitive. And I think that that can happen sometimes where folks are, your feelings are always valid, but sometimes not wanting to be questioned. Right, that because you perceive it as criticism, because women, I mean, we have a certain way we think. We already have arrived at a certain understanding about some things, so we're trying to maybe on some level, analyze your strategy, or something like that. But if I'm your partner, can I please analyze your strategy, black man? Can I please be privy to it? Just the mere and question that the fact that I want to be able to like look at it and see what's up, not to pick it apart and beat you up, but because what I'm saying, we're partners, right? Why is that in and of itself why are you doing that?
That's an excellent question.
You know what I'm saying?
The answer is
and
yes.
Why is that received as criticism?
The answer is yes, and the answer is also no.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying yes and no is because yes, you are entitled and you do have a right to analyze my strategy. But you should also exercise your right to trust and to fall back and to use discernment as to when it's appropriate to analyze my strategy. If you're always in the weeds, then what that feels like to us is that you're not trusting.
Okay. I can.
You're not trusting.
Yeah.
And again, use discernment. You're not trusting my decision-making process. You're not trusting my analytical ability. You're not trusting my discernment and my ability to make moves. And so again, you can have your questions and you can analyze, but sometimes you got to keep that to yourself.
Well,
other times it's okay to verbalize, but again, you need to have discernment.
Let me tell you what Jaime said. Jaime said, I think men just think we complain for no reason. I think that if we were listened to and had communication, things would be better. My husband says I'm too critical. But when is he ever doing anything right, though? Girl, how you gonna come criticize to get an
I know. When is he ever doing anything right?
That was what you said. Then I like read the last part, like, but then when
When
is
is
he
he
ever
ever?
right?
When is he ever doing anything right? He just
I'm
always
like,
jacking up all the
girl,
time.
you weren't supposed to
Always
say
messing
that. You
up.
weren't supposed to say that.
My man don't never do nothing right.
All right, so
That's
if you
exact
just
case in point.
if you're just
Case in
joining
point.
us,
Thank you, sister, for right now.
yeah, let's just move along, honey. If you're just joining us, we are talking tonight about what men complain most about and why, what they complain most about and why. So many of you guys have asked for this particular topic and have asked a lot of questions, oftentimes of Ayize in terms of his perspective on how men think, what men are thinking, and what their flow and their energy is like around certain things. And so tonight, we're talking about it. If you are just joining us, go ahead and say what's up. If you are watching a replay, type replay, and please do share this video. Share it with somebody somewhere so that you think someone will benefit.
Yeah, so another one that I want to lift up is, actually one that may come under some element of criticism because as a therapist, I do see it as valuable, but at the same time too, I can see it as being problematic. And the one that I'm lifting up, a common complaint that men have is that women, y'all weaponize your emotions. And so what I mean by that is when it,
Cheesy, weezy.
yeah, and so what I'm speaking about is sometimes some women use their emotions to manipulate men. Are there men that can high five and can attest to that? I mean, you start to see tears flowing. You start to see the stank face. You start to see the quiet, the angry cleaning. You start to see, stonewalling. You start to see a number of different things that maybe a wide range of emotions that women are entitled to experience and to express. But when you do that for the sole purpose of getting me to do a particular thing, to try to manipulate my movements and getting me to show up in a certain way, then again, it feels like you're not owning and honoring your emotions just as they are. You're using them to make me move.
Give me an example.
All right. Case in point. So here's a common situation. A lot of brothers, have expressed that they've had challenges in terms of employment, not working. And women that we've worked with have a tendency to, rightfully so, be upset, be frustrated because they're carrying a heavy weight. They're carrying the majority of the responsibility. And so this brother can actually be pursuing, can be attempting, can be endeavoring to get on his feet and to make sure that he's holding the family down. But based off of how the woman feels like they've been impacted as a family, sometimes she engages him begrudgingly. She does not want to engage him intimately. She'll walk around just mad, be very extremely attitudinal. And so that energy that he's feeling, it kind of sends off a message that, yo, you need to hustle more. You need to do more. You need to give more. You need to provide more. And so she's angry. And again, rightfully so. But at the same time, too, sometimes she's intentionally showing her anger in terms of how she's conversing with him, how she's disengaged from him, whether it be intimately or even conversationally. She's not trying to engage him. And again, he feels that. And so you're using your emotions to influence how I show up, as if it's to say that what I'm doing right now is not enough. And so again, I want you to feel free to express yourself and to own your emotions. But a lot of times what women have a tendency to do is your emotions aren't yours. You're making your emotions everybody else's.
My God.
And so not only are you experiencing them and feeling them, but the whole damn household is too.
Okay.
And so,
that's a hard one to swallow, I have to say.
Yeah.
But I think there's truth to that. I do think there's truth to that.
Yeah, and again, I'm just speaking about common complaints that men have as it pertains to being in a relationship with women. If you have not already signed up, there's a rack of people that signed up, y'all. Tomorrow I'm doing a free training, 5 keys to connecting with your man. I dropped the links on Facebook in our group as well as in the Audible Becoming on YouTube. I'm gonna do that after I finish this video. It's bit.ly/love on him.
James Brown said, the cold front blowing hard.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And so another issue that or a common complaint that men have when it comes to their women is that, and this is a very simple one, but it actually flows in so many levels. And somebody actually dropped a comment already in reference to this, but my woman, she don't respect me. My woman does not respect me. I know that in our relationship with this beautiful, delectable queen that I got sitting right next to me, I've said to her in the past, like, you're so disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times it's based off of her energy. Sometimes, even men have expressed that, yo, I think that she want to be the dude in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you? Is that you? And is that you on YouTube? Do you want to be the man in the relationship?
Are you trying to say I want to be the man in the relationship?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that
I was stuck for a second. I was like,
I'm not saying.
Some people say she want to be, and then you just moved on. I'm like, wait a minute, come back over here for a second. I'm confused.
I think you want to be the man on this video though, because you can. I mean, I've said this before.
Are you saying
like
that?
If y'all look at the visual,
I like to touch you.
You
I already know what you're gonna say.
You know what I'm gonna say. So,
I'm on him too
she
much.
be all up in my chair. Look at how I'm positioned, y'all. I'm like almost hanging off the side of this chair. She's all up in my space. But I love it though.
No, you don't.
I do. I mean, I love you.
You
I
like get up off me.
I like. Yeah, it depends on how it is in the room, but we good right now. So my woman doesn't respect me. It's really important.
Okay.
Again,
Tamara said my husband has told me this.
Yeah.
Confirming that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Your man may have told you that too. And again, I'm not talking about you, boo. Talking to the people over here.
I didn't know.
And so
like, I thought I got better.
You did. But it's really important that you respect your man. Fall back. One thing that I will say is that, and we've experienced this on a number of occasions. I say this jokingly, but it's real though. Women, if you're walking down the street with your man and your man gently moves you from the curb to the inside, just allow that to take place. I've had a number of intense conversations with this person sitting right next to me.
That's not true. I knew you was gonna say that. That's not true.
We got into arguments, y'all. She's resistant. I've been trying to scoot her over to protect her, and she like, why you gotta move me over? Why can't I be on the outside? Why can't I be in the street? I can be where I want to be. I've been walking my life, all 40-something plus years, all my life. I know how to walk. I know how to walk in the street. Can you just like stop trying to move me over? I'm like, can you just fall? I'm trying to protect you, baby.
Said that.
I'm trying to protect you.
No,
baby.
the issue. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next point, y'all. But the issue is that if we're crossing the street, he wants me to follow him. Like ducklings follow their parent. Like a big duck and then a bunch of ducks. He wants me to follow. I always stop and I look, and he might decide to go. And he see a car. This is him. He see a car. He won't. And just let him miss him. I'm staying up, like I get over there once the light turns red, so the cars can stop coming. And he like, when I get over to the other side, you should have followed me. Nah, bro, I'm not doing that.
What about me moving you from the street or gently scooting you over to the other side? You got it better though, baby.
Yeah, I don't.
We were actually
a long time ago.
We've had conversations about that, like
not recently, or not even in the last several years.
You've learned.
Okay. You taught me well. Y'all, if you're just joining us, we're talking tonight about what men complain about most with regards to their woman and why. My husband is dropping it. And if you're just now coming on, let us know where you're coming from and where you're viewing from. And then please do, if you're watching on the type replay, and please share the video if you don't mind. Share it.
Yeah, and if y'all are joining us, let me see some hearts, some love, some likes, or something like that. All right, so another one is that another common complaint is a woman, she just don't listen to me.
Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Stephanie.
She just doesn't listen to me. Can any of the fellas that are watching this resonate with that? My woman does not listen to me. Last night, I had a conversation in our group, Therapy for Black Folks. If you're not a part, I highly encourage you to become a part of it on Facebook. But I had a conversation with a brother, Reginald Williams, who wrote a book called A Marginalized Voice. And one of the lines in that book spoke to the fact that a lot of men grew up in homes where their father wasn't present. And so, what he said was that my father, just by his sheer absence, didn't embrace me. But while my father didn't embrace me, my mom, she didn't embrace my viewpoint.
Yeah, that was deep.
And so that was real powerful. And so, it's really important, ladies, that you really take into consideration when you're engaging not just your man, but also your sons, the significance of you being able to hear and really genuinely attempt to understand his perspective. Again, a lot of men complain about the fact that I can be expressing myself, and a lot of times men fall back from expressing themselves to their woman because they don't feel like we don't feel like y'all listen. And so it's important that, again, that you're not listening to dissect, to analyze, and to respond, but that you're listening to genuinely understand, and not just understand, but also to elevate the discourse, and to contribute and show some element of acceptance when it comes to what it is that he's saying. Again, it doesn't mean that you got to agree, but at least listen and hear your man out. A lot of men are hurting, and a lot of men are tuning or turning towards other women. Not to say your man is doing that, because other people got their ears open and are willing to listen.
Lord, Lord, Lord.
And that's just real. You want to make sure that you're listening, and that it's clear to him that you're the one that's mainly listening.
Well, Nicole, I'm going to put out your comment. Nicole said men don't listen, and it's frustrating.
We don't.
Oh.
I mean,
I thought I was coming back. He was like, "Yeah, we don't."
Yeah, at the beginning of this, I mean, I lifted up the fact that I wanted to qualify this whole thing right here and say that when it comes to being in a relationship with your man, I recognize that a lot of women are holding it down. And again, that's one thing that I'm gonna be talking about on my training tomorrow: 5 keys to connecting with your man. That women hold it down, but even in holding it down, there's still more that can be done. Mm-hmm. We as men, we come up short, and a lot of men, we hold it down too. But even for those brothers that be holding it down, such as myself, I know it's a lot more that I can do. And so if you don't make room for growth, then your relationship will remain the same. But if you're willing to open up and accept the opportunity and the possibility that you can do something different, then do it. Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. Any fellas, any ones that y'all want to lift up? Because I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up in one quick second. Any ones that y'all want to lift up as it pertains to?
I saw a lot of comments with folks talking about sex.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times men complain about the fact that my woman, she don't touch me. Mm-hmm. She don't. I mean, I'm gonna be talking about this tonight, y'all. So tomorrow night. I highly encourage you to join the training. I'm gonna be talking about some things that you can do, and giving you some concrete things that you can, do tomorrow night.
Yeah, come on, Francesca. Francesca said many women are tired of taking care of everything. So that there are multiple ways that you can look at this. There are things that we do, if I just be really real, that nobody really asked us to do. Mm-hmm. People start to pay attention to what we're doing and what we're not doing when we start making sure we pay attention to and take care of ourselves. But we can't take care of nobody else if we're not taking care of somebody else. So I feel you on that. But sometimes we are showing up for things and we are wanting our men to step forward in places and in ways that we will not move out of the way for. It just really is what it is. But I'm not a man. Men have a particular perspective, have a particular way of thinking and of doing things. And I do encourage you to, on tomorrow night, go. I will not be there. This is not a conversation with
this is just
Kiana and
me showing up tomorrow.
This is just my husband doing what he does. And I know that it will be a blessing to whoever is supposed to resonate with it and get what they're supposed to get. So we thank you guys. We thank you so much for coming out tonight for this brief moment. Pay attention. If something really stuck with you, if it resonated with you, if it irritated you, maybe you need to pay attention to that a little bit more. Everybody has work to do, all of us. And tonight, if one of these complaints hit you in the face, just take it and look at it and figure out how you can shift and do a little bit differently.
Yes, indeed. See y'all tomorrow night. Again, go to the link and register bit.ly/love on him. We'll put it on YouTube after this video uploads.
And it's already there for you on Facebook. All right, guys.
Y'all.
We'll see you. Peace.